Dan Hardenbrook coming to you from the Duke Sports Shop Studios in downtown Newberry. Ready now for the latest look at your local news headlines with your Newberry News update here on M123 FM. In your local news today, Michigan will soon be fully reopened. Governor Gretchen Whitmer announced in a news release yesterday that Michigan is ending its indoor capacity limits and mask mandates earlier than expected. All restrictions will go away starting at midnight on Tuesday, June 22nd. Requirements have existed in some form since March of 2020. In her release, Whitmer said, quote, "Today is a day that we have all been looking forward to as we can safely get back to normal day-to-day activities and put the pandemic behind us. Businesses will still have the right to require masks, but that will be up to individual owners. Michigan is one of 5 states to still have business restrictions in place, along with New Mexico, Oregon, Washington, and Hawaii. Michigan is one of 13 states to require masks for unvaccinated people indoors." Plummeting COVID-19 numbers across the state led Whitmer to end the restrictions early. They were originally scheduled to be cut off on July 1st. New cases have dropped down to about 200 per day, with less than 2% of testing in the state coming back positive. Nearly 5 million Michigan residents have gotten at least one dose of their COVID-19 vaccine since Whitmer tied restriction loosening to vaccination numbers earlier this spring. Yesterday was opening day for the Newberry Farmers Market. About a dozen vendors gathered in the parking lot next to the Ice Cream Bandits, and many customers came out on a beautiful day to check out the opening of the weekly series. The Farmers Market will run on Thursdays starting at 4 o'clock and will be each week through the middle of October. If you want more information, you can go to the Newberry Farmers Market Facebook page. Contact Jamie Rushford with the LMAS District Health Department. Updating the story that was first brought to you in the Newberry News, Newberry native Brett Dalton Blakely, age 29, is arraigned in the 92nd District Court following a June 8th incident that caused injury to a Lewis County Sheriff's deputy. Blakely was listed as a habitual offender, was charged with third-degree fleeing from a police officer, assaulting, resisting, or obstructing a police officer causing injury, and reckless driving. Reports indicated Blakely was seen near the water and light plant in Newberry, and a Lewis County Sheriff deputy was responding to a potential breaking and entering at the plant. Blakely was seen in the area in his vehicle, did not cooperate with the deputy, instead attempting to leave. The deputy was partially inside the vehicle, was dragged for a short period of time. The deputy fired shots at the vehicle, which fled the scene. Blakely then allegedly left the vehicle and ran into the woods before being discovered some hours later on that same day. The deputy's wrist was injured during the scuffle, and he was treated at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital. An x-ray showed that it's not broken, according to Lewis County Undersheriff Eric Gravel. The Michigan State Police is continuing to investigate the incident because shots were fired by the deputy, who was on administrative leave during the investigation. The felony charges against Blakely have him bound over to circuit court. He's currently being held on a $50,000 cash or surety bond. The Erickson Center for the Arts has announced that tickets are now on sale for this year's wine and cheese tasting and auction fundraiser. It's Saturday, July 24th, starting at 4 o'clock at Chamberlain's Old Forest Inn in Curtis. The 17th annual event serves as one of the largest fundraisers of the year for the Erickson Center. It includes silent, live, and online auctions, wine and cheese tasting, live music, and more. Tickets are on sale now for $30 each. You can go to mynorthtickets.com and search events, or you can get the link on the Erickson Center for the Arts Facebook page. Tickets at the door the day of the event will be $35. You can also call the Erickson Center office for more information at 586-9974. The Michigan House of Representatives has passed a tight vote to end the unemployment extension benefits. The House voted 60-49 to end additional payments of $300, which were put in place to help those during the COVID-19 pandemic. The House of Representatives voted to end the federal extended unemployment benefits. Under current legislation, those collecting unemployment received an extra $300 a week on top of their state unemployment, as many found themselves without a job during the pandemic. The Michigan Department of Natural Resources has awarded habitat grants to 17 different fishery groups, including 3 in the Upper Peninsula. The projects, which are part of a funding process that will see the state share more than $2.1 million in fishery habitat grants and an additional $616,000 in matching partner contributions, are set to rehabilitate and protect valuable fish habitats. The Fisheries Habitat Grant Program is awarding $62,400 to the Upper Peninsula's Resource Conservation and Development Council for the Tequamanon River Road Stream Crossing Inventory Update, which goes through multiple counties. Also, Lake Superior State University will get money to expand the My WaterNet initiative, which is implementing water sensors in the eastern Upper Peninsula. That'll be a $35,000 grant project. Michigan State University's Department of Fisheries and Wildlife will keep working on the status of aquatic macrophytes in northern Lake Huron and their Lake Superior management units as well. That is a look at your local news this morning. It is your Newberry News Update here on M123 FM. Time now to check in with sports this morning. The Detroit Lions signed more of their rookie draft class yesterday. Linebacker Derek Barnes and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown are the latest rookies to sign deals with the Lions. That came just after Detroit announced it signed second-round defensive tackle Levi Onwuzurike earlier in the day yesterday. The Lions have just one remaining draft pick from this past April's class to sign a contract. Longtime NBA coach and former head man of the Detroit Pistons, Rick Carlisle, has announced he's stepping down after 13 seasons with the Dallas Mavericks. Carlisle's stint in Dallas made him one of the NBA's longest tenured coaches. He's spent 13 years with the organization. His previous stops include time with the Detroit Pistons and Indiana Pacers for arriving to Dallas in 2008. Never missed the playoffs in his time in Detroit. Carlisle's career record, 836 and 689 with the team. Speaking of the Pistons, rookies Saddiq Bey and Isaiah Stewart were named the NBA's all-rookie teams yesterday. Saddiq Bey was named to the first team all-rookie squad, while Stewart was named to the all-rookie second team. They are both considered key parts of the Pistons' future rebuilding. Your latest local weather forecast for the day today. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, otherwise mostly sunny. Warm with highs in the mid-80s, west winds 5 to 10. They could gust as high as 20 miles per hour. For your Saturday, sunny, a bit cooler, highs in the upper 60s, northwest winds 10 to 15. Sunday, 40% chance of showers, increasing clouds, highs in the mid-70s. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. That's your latest news, sports, and weather. Your Newberry News Update on M123 FM.